When we talk about skin detox, most people imagine masks, scrubs, or expensive treatments that happen in broad daylight. But the truth is, your skin's most important work doesn't happen when you're awake. It happens while you sleep. The human body is a marvel of timing and rhythm, and nowhere is that more obvious than in the skin's repair cycle. By evening, your skin has fought off environmental pollutants, UV radiation, oxidative stress, and countless micro injuries you can't even see. It has been in defense mode all day. But as the sun goes down and your body shifts into rest mode, your skin flips its internal switch from defense to repair. This is when cellular renewal accelerates, collagen production increases, and your skin becomes more receptive to nourishing ingredients. The reason evening detox is so powerful comes down to biology. At night, your blood flow to the skin increases, delivering more nutrients and oxygen. Your skin barrier becomes slightly more permeable, meaning beneficial compounds penetrate more deeply. Even your body temperature rises slightly, which helps open pores and facilitate the removal of toxins. This natural rhythm is the perfect window for intervention. If you give your skin what it needs during this time, you amplify the work it's already doing for you. And the best part, you don't need a dozen products or a complicated regimen. With just 3 carefully chosen ingredients, you can work in harmony with your skin's own natural timing to dramatically improve clarity, texture, and tone. Now, there's another layer to this, one that's both psychological and philosophical. We live in a culture that celebrates productivity but often ignores restoration. We push ourselves hard during the day and then crash at night expecting our bodies to just handle the repair work while we neglect the rituals that support it. But skincare in the evening isn't just about looking good. It's about honoring the body's need for replenishment. It's a daily act of respect for the self. Think of it like this. When you detox your skin at night, you're also detoxing your mind from the day's stress. The act of slowing down, applying ingredients with intention, and allowing yourself those quiet minutes sends a signal to your nervous system. It's safe now. You can release, you can heal. That signal shows up not only in how you feel, but in how you look. Some people believe that detox is just a marketing buzzword, but in this context, it's very real. Your skin is constantly exposed to particulate matter in the air, to residue from cosmetics, to byproducts of your own metabolism. If these aren't addressed, they contribute to oxidative stress, which accelerates aging and inflammation. A nighttime detox routine interrupts that process. It's like clearing the workbench before you start a new project. Your skin begins the repair cycle with a clean, nutrient-rich canvas instead of fighting through layers of debris. And here's the beautiful thing, nature has already given us the tools. You don't need chemical peels or high-tech gadgets to take advantage of the skin's nighttime rhythm. You just need ingredients that align with the 3 pillars of skin renewal: cleansing away impurities, feeding the skin with hydration and nutrients, and stimulating the processes that keep it firm and resilient. In other words, you need to work with the body, not against it. When you do this consistently, you begin to notice changes that go beyond surface appearance. Your skin doesn't just look clearer, it feels more alive. Fine lines soften, tone improves, and there's that elusive glow people talk about, but can't quite describe. It's the visible expression of internal harmony. And it's also a reminder that health is not built in a single day. It's built in the quiet, consistent, almost invisible habits we repeat night after night. The evening skin detox is a small window of opportunity, but it's a powerful one. If you ignore it, your skin will still work to repair itself, but it will do so without your help, fighting uphill against the residue of the day. If you embrace it, you essentially become a partner in your skin's healing process. It's a relationship, and like all relationships, it thrives when there's attention, care, and mutual effort. So tonight, when you think about skipping your evening routine because you're tired or distracted, I want you to remember this. Your skin has been protecting you all day long without complaint. It has been your shield against the world. The least you can do is give it the tools to repair itself while you rest. And the beauty is you don't need an army of products. Just 3 ingredients applied with knowledge and intention can make all the difference. Your skin is listening to how you treat it. Treat it well in the quiet hours, and it will speak back in the language of radiance. That's not vanity. That's respect. And respect, especially for the body that carries you through life, is never wasted. If the first step of an evening skin detox is to understand the timing, the second step is to select the right ingredients, those three essentials that can deliver maximum benefit with minimal complexity. I've always believed that in both medicine and life, simplicity often outperforms excess. Your skin doesn't need 20 different products before bed. In fact, layering too much can confuse the skin, overload its barrier, and even cause irritation. What it truly needs are targeted allies, ingredients that cleanse deeply without stripping, hydrate without suffocating, and nourish without overwhelming. Let's start with the first pillar, the cleanser. This is not just about removing makeup or washing off dirt. It's about clearing away the invisible film of pollutants, sweat, and metabolic waste that has accumulated over the day. Imagine trying to paint on a dirty canvas. It doesn't matter how beautiful the colors are, they won't adhere properly. A good nighttime cleanser works like a reset button. But here's the key, it should be gentle, not aggressive. Harsh cleansers can strip the skin's natural oils, which leads to overcompensation. Your skin will actually produce more oil to protect itself. Nature gives us some extraordinary options here. Ingredients like aloe vera gel, raw honey, or gentle botanical oils can cleanse while delivering antioxidants and calming compounds. The second pillar is hydration. After cleansing, your skin is like a sponge that's been rinsed. It's ready to absorb. Hydration isn't just about water. It's about locking in moisture in a way that supports the skin's barrier function. One of the biggest misconceptions I see is people confusing hydration with oiliness. Hydrated skin doesn't look greasy. It looks plump, soft, and luminous. This is because well-hydrated skin has optimal cellular communication, allowing repair enzymes to work more effectively overnight. Ingredients like rose water, cucumber extract, or hyaluronic acid can work wonders here, replenishing moisture while also delivering phytonutrients that soothe inflammation. The third pillar is nourishment. This is where you feed your skin what it needs to build stronger cells and more resilient tissue. At night, your skin cells are actively synthesizing collagen and elastin, the proteins that give skin its structure and bounce. Without the right nutrients, this process slows. Natural oils rich in essential fatty acids like jojoba, almond, or argan oil can provide the building blocks for healthy membranes. And don't underestimate the power of antioxidants like vitamin E, which protect these fragile new structures from free radical damage, even as they're being formed. There's a psychological dimension to this as well. The act of choosing just 3 ingredients forces you to become intentional. You stop mindlessly following beauty trends or cluttering your bathroom shelf with products you don't truly understand. Instead, you engage with your skin as a living organ that requires specific, meaningful support. That shift from consumer to caretaker changes the way you approach self-care. It's not about buying into someone else's formula. It's about crafting your own ritual based on knowledge and respect for your body's needs. Philosophically, this mirrors a truth that applies far beyond skincare. When you strip away the non-essential, you make room for what actually works. Just as decluttering your home can create mental clarity, simplifying your skin routine can create biological efficiency. Your skin can only process so much input at once. If you overwhelm it, you're working against its natural rhythms. But if you give it exactly what it needs at exactly the right time, you're in harmony with its design. That harmony is what leads to lasting results, not just temporary improvements. And here's where it all ties back to the larger picture of health. Skin is often the first organ to reflect internal imbalance. Dullness, breakouts, or sagging aren't just cosmetic, they're signals. By paying attention to what your skin needs externally, you train yourself to listen for what your body is asking internally. That's the deeper benefit of a targeted evening detox. It's a nightly check-in with yourself. So when you think about these 3 ingredients, 1 to cleanse, 1 to hydrate, 1 to nourish, see them as more than just beauty tools. See them as messengers. They're reminding you of your body's cyclical nature, of the importance of preparation before rest, and of the value of choosing quality over quantity. And if you ever feel tempted to skip this step, remember, this skin renewal is not an occasional luxury, it's a nightly opportunity. Every evening you neglect it is an evening you miss the chance to partner with your body's most natural, most powerful repair process. But every evening you embrace it, even with just 3 simple ingredients, you're making a deposit into your skin's long-term health. Less can be more. If the less you choose is exactly right. If cleansing and hydration set the stage, the third step, nourishing the skin overnight, is where the magic truly happens. This is the phase when your skin shifts from a defensive mode into a regenerative one. During the day, it's busy shielding you from UV rays, pollution, and the constant touch of your hands or phone. But once the day ends and the lights go out, the skin is no longer fighting. It's building. Think of it like a city that repairs its roads and bridges at night when traffic is low. The energy that was spent on defense is now channeled into renewal. The reason this matters is because your skin is not static, it's alive, dynamic, and constantly turning over cells. While you sleep, blood flow to the skin increases, allowing nutrients to flood in and waste products to be carried away. Collagen synthesis ramps up, damage from free radicals is repaired, and the lipid barrier is strengthened. But here's the important part. This process depends on what you've given your skin before bed. If you've stripped it dry or left it unprotected, you've handicapped its ability to repair. If, however, you've given it targeted nourishment, you've handed it the tools it needs to do the job with precision. That nourishment can come in many forms, but the most effective approach is to focus on compounds that the skin naturally uses in its own repair processes. Fatty acids help strengthen the barrier, peptides give the blueprint for new proteins, and antioxidants shield fresh cells from oxidative damage before they even make it to the surface. When you feed the skin what it inherently understands, you're speaking its language. And the skin, like any intelligent system, responds better to familiarity than foreign complexity. Here's where psychology comes in. Nourishing your skin is not just an act of physical care. It's an act of emotional investment. There is something profoundly grounding about ending your day with a ritual that says, I value myself enough to protect my future self. You're not just treating today's skin, you're investing in the skin you will have 5, 10, 20 years from now. That's why this step carries more weight than most people realize. It's not only about looking good tomorrow, it's about sustaining resilience for the decades ahead. Philosophically, this step also speaks to a larger truth about life. Repair is only possible when you pause. Just as relationships need time to heal after conflict and muscles grow only during rest, skin repair requires stillness. The night is your skin's sanctuary, and nourishment is the offering you make to it. In a culture that glorifies constant activity, this is a reminder that growth often happens in the quiet, unseen hours. But there's a trap here. People often think that more means better. They pile on serums, creams, oils, masks, and wonder why their skin feels suffocated or breaks out. In reality, the skin can only absorb so much at once. Overloading it is like trying to water a plant with a fire hose. It doesn't make it healthier, it just overwhelms it. The goal is targeted precision. 1 or 2 carefully chosen, nourishing elements applied consistently will outperform a cabinet full of unused or incompatible products. Natural sources often deliver the best results because they come packaged with a synergy of compounds. For example, pure rosehip oil contains not just fatty acids, but also vitamin A derivatives that encourage cell turnover. Shea butter brings both moisture and anti-inflammatory properties. Green tea extract delivers polyphenols that neutralize free radicals and calm redness. These are gifts from nature that have stood the test of centuries, used in cultures long before modern cosmetics existed. And when you apply these nourishing elements at night, you're not just coating your skin, you're creating a microenvironment. You're sealing in hydration, providing antioxidants to patrol for damage, and sending signals to your cells that it's time to build stronger structures. This is why people who follow a consistent, minimal, but deeply nourishing night routine often notice not just better skin texture, but also a more even tone, fewer fine lines, and an overall healthier glow. This step is also where you can connect your external care to your internal health. The nutrients you feed your skin from the outside mirror the nutrients you should be feeding your body from the inside. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, minerals, they all work in concert, whether they arrive through your bloodstream or through your skincare. The harmony between inner and outer nourishment is what produces the most profound and lasting changes. So as you think about your nighttime skin detox, remember the nourishment step is not optional. It's the culmination of everything you've done before. Cleansing prepares the skin, hydration primes it, but nourishment seals the deal. It's the quiet handshake between you and your biology, the agreement that says, I've given you what you need, now do your work. And in life, as with skin, the quality of your results depends on the quality of what you put in. Feed your skin with intention, consistency, and respect, and it will return the favor in ways that no single product or shortcut ever could. Your skin will not forget the kindness you show it tonight. If there's one thing I've learned after years of studying skin health, it's this: the body remembers patterns. Your skin is no exception. It responds not just to what you put on it tonight, but to the habits you practiced over weeks, months, even years. That's why the final key to an evening skin detox isn't just about the ingredients. It's about the consistency that turns those ingredients into a lasting transformation. A single night of care is like a single drop of rain on dry soil. It's welcome, but it won't change the landscape. A steady rain, however, can bring a barren field to life. This is where the philosophy of skin care shifts from being a reaction to being a relationship. Too many people treat their skin only when there's a problem, a breakout, a patch of dryness, or an unwelcome wrinkle. That's like only eating healthy after you've been diagnosed with an illness. True skin health comes from preemptive, deliberate care, not just emergency measures. When you commit to a nightly detox ritual, you are teaching your skin what to expect, conditioning it to repair, replenish, and protect itself with efficiency. Consistency also creates something deeper than physical results. It builds trust between you and yourself. Think about it: when you follow through on a routine every evening, you're sending a signal to your own subconscious that you are reliable, disciplined, and worthy of care. That's not just skin care, that's self-respect in action. People underestimate how much psychological alignment matters in physical health. If you believe you're worth the time, your brain reinforces that belief through behavior, and your skin often reflects that inner conviction in ways no topical treatment alone can achieve. From a biological standpoint, skin cells work on cycles. It takes roughly 4 weeks for new cells to travel from the deeper layers of the epidermis to the surface. That means what you do today won't fully show up until next month. This is why so many people quit before they see results. They expect overnight miracles and give up just as the real changes are about to emerge. The human tendency to abandon the process halfway is one of the biggest obstacles in skin health. If you can accept that transformation is a slow bloom rather than an instant spark, you'll unlock the patience needed to see the long-term rewards. Now, I want to address something many people get wrong about this step. Consistency is not the same as rigidity. Your skin changes with the seasons, your diet, your stress levels, your hormones. A wise routine adapts. That might mean using a richer oil in winter and a lighter antioxidant serum in summer, or adjusting frequency depending on how your skin responds. The consistency lies in the commitment to show up every evening, even if the exact formula shifts. It's like a marriage. You don't have the exact same conversation every day, but you keep showing up for each other. There's also a meditative quality to ending your day with a detox ritual. In a world that moves fast, that evening pause becomes an anchor. For some, it's the only time they're fully present with themselves. No screens, no distractions, just the quiet rhythm of caring for their skin. And here's the thing: the nervous system responds to that. Stress hormones drop, which means inflammation in the skin decreases. Blood vessels open slightly, improving circulation to the face. That's not just a feel-good effect. It's a measurable physiological benefit that directly influences how well your skin can repair itself. And because this is the final step, it's also the one that locks everything in. The cleansing removed impurities, the hydration replenished moisture, the nourishment gave your skin the tools for repair. Now, consistency ensures that this process isn't a one-time favor, but a reliable cycle your skin can count on. Over time, your body learns that every night will bring this sequence of support, so it prepares for it, much like a runner's body learns to anticipate the starting gun. But there's another layer to this, one that goes beyond science and into the realm of personal philosophy. In caring for your skin each night, you are participating in one of the oldest human rituals: preparation for renewal. Ancient cultures had evening ceremonies to cleanse the day away. Sometimes spiritual, sometimes physical, often both. Our modern version may be wrapped in serums and creams instead of incense and chants, but the essence is the same. You are marking the end of one chapter and preparing for the next. And here's my final thought on this: your skin, like your life, reflects the sum of your repeated actions. One act of care will not define you, but the quiet, steady repetition of that act can transform you entirely. Just as you wouldn't expect a garden to flourish if you watered it only when you remembered, you can't expect your skin to thrive without regular attention. So tonight and every night after, treat your evening detox not as an optional luxury, but as a promise to your skin, to your health, and to yourself. Keep that promise, and your reflection will thank you in ways you can't yet imagine.